I think we're trying to balance between the modern and the English garden, which is a very high maintenance thing to try to do. We need to keep our maintenance level down to something that's functional, that we can actually maintain ourselves. The trick is to find what works for you. Living with a very peaceful, aesthetic environment has meant the absolute world to us. This is what it's all for, to be able to be in your own space. You're working really hard, you get to come home and just be there. So we used to have 3 walls in the back, and then in order to give ourselves more of a pool deck, reducing the sections, which are very difficult to plant in and maintain when you have that stepped wall situation. So one solid wall, pushing it all back, gave us more pool deck area. Before they had this exposed brick, exposed wall, and now it's all stuccoed, and then after the stucco we've been able to manage getting planting to completely take over, covering this red wall. So now you have a different look entirely. Around 2011, this side yard was added on. It used to be an area that was considered not important, where you would throw your rakes and your hoses and your junk. It had a really skinny path that just wasn't very functional. So tearing that out and making it pavers, and having the pavers match in design, giving us entry to doors, allowed us to change from windows to doors. These side doors were actually windows at that time. And so once we made these a solid patio area, you could make the doors open, so the whole house ends up with more of an indoor-outdoor functionality. I wanted to be able to see the roses from inside the bedroom. Icebergs are very friendly. They don't have a lot of thorns, which makes them pretty easy to deal with. Whereas with the Joseph's coat, they have a couple of really good blooms in the spring, depending on the weather, and then the summer heat, they can survive it, but it's not as affluent. I mean, we're trying to always find things that are simple, that don't require a lot of maintenance. Everything requires maintenance. We knew our uses. We knew the light patterns, the heat patterns of the day. We knew the seasons and how things would grow better in certain areas than in others. It makes a more informed decision. Everybody enjoys sitting out here. This is where we tend to spend most of our social time, in the backyard. Having nice furniture is worth the expense, because then you're not having to constantly replace it. Furniture, material, things that work for your lifestyle. You must remember that the weather, the heat, the rain, it's all gonna take its toll on it. So it's worth to have good quality stuff. I can say that the value to my life, being here, living with a very peaceful, aesthetic environment that is made and designed for our lifestyle and how we live, has meant the absolute world to us. This is what it's all for, to be able to be in your own space. You're working really hard, you get to come home and just be there the way you want to be, and to fully utilize your own space. Because it's not easy. You know, you have days where it's rough and you get to come home and it's your own little nirvana. It just really helps take the stress down.
I hope you liked that video. At Pacific Outdoor Living, we have a unique 5-step process that allows us to design it right, build right, on time and on budget. Subscribe to learn more, and click here to watch the next video.